Hey everyone, Merrick's here bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Kane, Icons of WrestleMania. So this is my last Icon preview. It's taken me a while to get to Kane. I apologize. First off, he looks really awesome. He's probably my favorite looking Icon. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Kane, so I've been looking forward to this card. Um, and he doesn't disappoint. He is the technician promoter. All the way at 15K, your techs are going to earn 20% higher war score from Faction Feud, so that's pretty awesome. He has the standard icons, Link, and gear, and the Link is +1 on a color match. So I'm going to have 4 movesets for you guys. 2 variations of this first moveset, and then 2 others. So these are available at 4-star, the first 2 movesets, and the other ones you'll need 5-star to pull off, I believe. It doesn't matter though, he's got a high recruit point. So the first one we're going to take a look at is this color turn gem build. And it's going to feature the 7 MP diving clothesline, deal 60k damage and make 17 color turn gems into purple gems. 1 MP shining wizard, deal 29k damage plus 6,715 bonus damage for every color turn gem. And the big boot, deal 29k damage and choose 1 column to make into color turn gems. So low charge moves with actually really high move damage. So let's take a look at the entourage. No MP trainers, so this would obviously be very good for Showdown since you don't need any MP to get started. This is the defensive build, so we're going to run Honky Tonk Man, and then Christian, so color turn gems do more damage. My Christian could go up to 5k and get another 5% more. I think he's got a 9k trainer ability too, as I recall. China DX to receive 20% less damage from greens, and Robo Cena for 20% less damage from reds. Now, ideally, you would use this double armor. So fully strapped, you'd be reducing all gem damage by 90% with a tier 4 percentage. And the green and the red would go even past 90%, all the way up to 110%. So you'll have to use your imagination for that, but this is just to show you that this build absolutely could work and work much better even than you'll see here. So let's get in here against Vader and take a look. First the defensive version and then the offensive version. So again, with this setup, it would be double armor. I would probably use cheap shot or head games. Both would be useful and benefit potentially when you hit that hit the diving clothesline, which essentially ends up being your finisher. You're building to that. You just need 1 red match to hit it. So we put our color turn gems out. I like putting them on the corner where they probably won't be broke. Most likely Vader will leave the blues alone, but we could also hit this one. There's a 5 match there, and because he has 1 MP moves, I'll be going for that 5 match. 5 matches with this build set, assuming you don't force a pin, are amazing, because now we just get to repeat it all over again. And there is a 4 red match there, but I don't want to make the row break. There's a purple there. I don't want to take that. I'd rather just take the 3 because that's going to fill it up and get a nice cascade anyway. And next turn is going to be really nice because we have lots of color turn gems out. Granted, this was a beautiful board for this build. This is going to wipe out most of it. And this should absolutely do it, even with the Cascade King Vader. Boom. So, yeah. It's a really good moveset. This would be, and that was with all defensive trainers. Your opponents are going to have a very, very hard time kicking out, assuming they have a lot of life left even when you get to it. So next version is all the same except for the trainers. Except my graphic isn't updated, but that's okay. Ish. I will change the trainers anyway. This one will focus on some move damage, essentially making that what I'm calling the finisher, even though it's not the finisher, a little bit beefier. The diving clothesline, if you add red gem damage or move damage to it, buffs it to 87k with Batista. And then, of course, we're going to go with Lacey because of the purple gem damage. And then Sasha for color turn gem damage. So that's going to move it up to 9.4k bonus damage on the Shining Wizard. And the diving clothesline is going to deal 87k damage, and we're getting a 20% boost to all of those purple gems. Plus the big boot is dealing 43k damage. So a lot of move damage, a lot of gem damage. Ignore the bottom graphic. You'll just have to use your imagination. The plates and metals are right, though. I would definitely run Double Fury. Plates, you actually have some options, but I like 2 words for you, and or the Blue Bomber. There's a lot of different ways you could probably go should you so choose. We have a red match right away. That's what you're looking to do, hunt the red match and fill the color turn gems. There's definitely going to be ways you could go about this. You could hold it for 1 more turn and probably for sure guarantee the victory. Might get it this way anyway, just depends here. Let's see how low we get him. Pretty low. We're going to turn 14 purples here. Since all of them are there, that should give us a pretty decent chance. But we are against the Cascade King. And as usual, Vader does Vader things, which is okay. It's just a Vader. I think normally you're probably better off waiting for that 3rd turn, just to get your max damage out there, because it grows so much per turn. By the 3rd turn, it's crazy how much you're hitting with the Shining Wizard. And we'll just let's do this. Again, this is what I think I would run for Showdown with Kayn. Also, he would be great for setting up hot tags with anyone with the color turn bonus finisher. Guys like AJ, Acro Eddie come to mind right away. Mixed match, someone like Bailey, obviously. Don't even need to hit it. Now we just need to get the pin, which no problem. So again, it's a really fun moveset. More for Showdown than Tours. But gonna be really strong in Showdown probably. And I like the defensive build for it actually, especially for Showdown. So let's take a look at the next moveset. This one is going to be double blue purple. All new moves coming in. And these ones, the next 2 builds are really good for Tours. Potentially also for Feud. Oops, not the Choke Slam. We're going to use the Falling Power Bomb. And this recycles really well, has high move and gem damage. And then the delayed vertical suplex. and the Side Slam, which is a Juggernaut gem move. Those are really fun. I like those. So the following Power Bomb, 8 MP purple move, deal 56k damage, swap a 3x3 random area into blue gems. Delayed Vertical Suplex, 8 blue MP, deal 56k damage and swap a 3x3 random area into purple. 5 MP blue Side Slam, deal 48k damage and choose 1 gem to make into a 3-turn Juggernaut gem that will move the pin bar by 9 notches to the left on every countdown turn and make 15 random gems into purple gems at the end of the countdown. The reason this one is nice is you're doing big areas into gems and you're not causing a pin, so it lets you usually get one off without causing a pin, so then you can hit the second. So potentially you're doing all 3 moves every turn once it gets going. And you can see it's pretty high move damage and it's also high gem damage. So for this one, we're going to use Lawler for 4 more blue MP to start. You could, if you wanted to get started on turn 1, also sacrifice the blue move damage and go with dual MP trainers instead of the move damage coach. That's certainly an option. We're going to go with Sami Zayn for 45% more move damage. You can see those moves are getting pretty beefy. We're going to keep Lacey for that purple gem damage because we're swapping a random area into those. And then we're going to buff the blue move gem damage even more and go with Otis. Lacey's going to stay on for purple gem damage. Otis is going to give us another 10% on the move damage. And let's get out here and see what this one looks like. So for these next two, I kind of like a hybrid where you're going Fury with your medals and straps instead of takedown, but then using percentage move damage medals. In this case, blue would be best for 2, but you could also use purple, but blue would be best for 2. So we're going to get that Juggernaut gem out on turn 1. In a really... anytime you get a blue match, I take that and throw an extra Juggernaut gem out. We're going to have the pin bar move, so let's take the damage on the row break. Now you can see the pin bar is going to move way a bunch for us. Boom. Now we should be able to hit... You can see the move damage. I mean, we're just already barely getting started, and we're taking off huge, huge chunks of damage. And he'll definitely be done next turn. I don't think we'll even get to the end of the countdown on the Juggernaut gems. Which is actually okay. There we go, some big move damage to finish, and this next one will definitely do it. So really easy win. Like this one a ton for tours. Also potentially for feud, depending on your setup with your straps and how much move damage you can get. Like I said, you could always take Sami out and get him ready turn 1 in feud, or if you get a plus MP line bonus potentially as well. So the last move set we're going to run is we're going to bring the finisher in and run double red. So it's kind of a combination of the color turn build with a move damage build. I kind of like this one actually a lot. It's a little bit faster to get started. This might be my favorite for anything other than Showdown anyway. So we haven't seen the finisher yet. We're going to bring that one in. And then we're going to bring in the big boot. And the diving clothesline. Again, a lot of move damage here, a lot of gem damage. So the choke slam is the finisher, 10 MP purple, deal 78k damage, and swap a 4x4 random area into red gems. A lot of red gems. So Entourage, we're going to go with Sting to start. Get us going turn 1, 4 more MP. And we're going to go with Big Show for more purple move damage. $45% more to be exact. That's going to buff that finisher to 113,000 damage. We're going to keep Lacey on since we're doing areas of purple. And we're actually going to move Typhoon in for red gem damage since we're doing such a big area of red gems, 15% more. So that's going to bring the reds up to almost as high as his blues. So 45k per red, and we're making 16 of those on that area. So let's get out here and see what this one looks like. Again, this one, there's so many gems, I would go with Double Fury, and then absolutely look for a purple move damage percentage medal. That finisher would get quite large. 2 words for you, Blue Bomber Plate, adding to the destruction. You'd be very easy to clip any of those with the finisher because it's such a big area. But you start out turn 1 and pick your column, and then you change it to purple. So looking for a column where you can drop it down and hopefully not cause a pin. This one looks about as safe as you can get, because the wild card's going to drop here and you don't get a match there. So unless we get unlucky, we won't force a pin. There we go. Perfect. And then you're going to hit the finisher, and you just repeat this cycle every turn. So lots of damage every turn. Nice little cascade. And that's a 275k finisher on turn 1. After the damage on the other one, took over half of Vader's life, so should easily finish him this turn. And this would be my favorite moveset except for Showdown. You could also use move damage coaches. You could go with Gooker. You could go with Snoop as well. And I think Hall of Fame Trish is purple move damage. So any of those would be options as well. They're just more rare. And this should absolutely do it, I think. Absolutely, I think, right? There you go. An easy, easy win for Kane. A lot of fun. I really like this card. Kane is my favorite big man of all time. So this is a card I definitely want, and super useful and fun to play. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I also got a new mic setup. Same mic, but different stand and stuff going with it. I think it sounds a little bit better. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. And let me know what you think about Kane. If you're going to go for him early on, later, what your plan is, etc. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that helps me out. And good luck out there.